And how we going, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Damien, and as you can see, this beautiful title, yeah, custom made Knights one. Yeah, looks good, doesn't it? Anyway, today I'm going to do my round 22 tips. So far last week I got, let me have a look. So I was off to a good start, and then it more or less went down when I tipped the Titans. I just knew I should have changed, but oh well, never mind. What did I get last week? Here I am on the app. I got 6 from 8, so not too bad. Yeah, but the main one I was happy about getting was the Knights. How good was that? Beating the Storm. It was 9 years from when we beat them at McDonald Jones Stadium in 2014, and then 2015 we beat them in Melbourne. So, yeah, 8 years away, 9 years at home. So, yeah, it was pandemonium at McDonald Jones Stadium. So, yeah, good day. And I bet no one else tipped the Knights. So, let me know in the comments if you tipped the Knights, or did you tip those pesky Melbourne Storm, because they come into town thinking that they'd beat the Knights. Well, guess what? We put their pants down and we said, fuck you. No, it was good. Anyway, let's do round 22 tips. So, Thursday night, Broncos versus Roosters. Should be a good game, but I think the Roosters' season will be over as of Thursday night. I think the Broncos will want to continue their winning form. They beat the Rabbitohs. Like, it was built up. The Rabbitohs Broncos game was built up to be this big blockbuster, and it just went. The Broncos just went right over them. South did come back, but still wasn't good enough. So. Broncos $1.36, Roosters $3.17, and yeah, that tells me I think the Broncos will get this job done. I'm going to go the safe bet of 1-12 to the Broncos, and yeah, and it's at the Gabba because of the Women's World Cup. So Women's World Cup's at Suncorp, so the Broncos are going to go to Gabba. So yeah, it should be a good game. The Roosters might put up a fight, but I think the Broncos will be too strong. They'll want to continue their winning form. So, yeah. On to the next one. Friday the 28th of July. We have the West Tigers up against the South Sydney Rabbitohs. This is at Scully Park in Tamworth, which is sold out. Mind you, the ground's small, but still to sell it out, like, one top 8 side versus the bottom 8 side for, like, forever. But I think the Tigers will... This one, the Rabbitohs need to start getting a move on, because they're sliding down and down. And imagine if the Tigers did pull up an upset. Like, yeah, but can't see it. Tigers $10.50. Rabbitohs $1.06. I'm going to go the Rabbitohs 13 plus. Yeah. I think Latrell's back and whatnot, and everyone else will be back. And even though they did lose, Liam Knight has left the club and joined the Bulldogs effectively immediately. So yeah, he'll play for the Bulldogs when they go to Bundaberg. Anyway, enough moving on for that one. Next game we have Melbourne Storm versus Parramatta Eels. This one's at Marvel Stadium in Melbourne. Melbourne Storm $1.40, Parramatta $2.98. Wow. Imagine the Eels beating the Storm. Could happen, but I know after last week's embarrassment loss to the Knights, yeah. I'm going to tip the Storm, but I'm only going to go the safe bet of 1-12. And I wouldn't be too surprised if Parramatta maybe ambushed them and beat them. We can only wait and see. So I'm going to go the Storm 1-12, but not really confident, because I think Parramatta will head down to Melbourne after us beating Melbourne, they'll be confident that they can knock them off too. And it's not at Amy Park, so it's not their fortress. So yeah. Anyway, enough rambling on. I'm going to move on to the next game. We are at Saturday, the 29th of July. I'll be attending this one, and this one is the Raiders up against my beloved Knights from GIO Stadium in Canberra. Raiders $1.62, Knights $1.31. Really? $1.31 after we beat the Melbourne Storm. Oh well. I might chuck a sneaky $5 on it, maybe. I'm going to back my Knights, of course, as always. I'm going to go the safe bet of 1-12. We're going to continue our winning streak and get revenge on the Raiders from last year, because we were winning and they more or less stole it from under our nose. So yeah, going to go the Knights 1-12 and continue our winning streak. Moving on to the next game, we have the St George Illawarra Dragons up against the Manly Seagulls. This one's down at Wynn Stadium in Wollongong. Kickoff's at 5:30. Dragons $1.66, Manly $1.48. This one's Manly played good against Cronulla, but the second half was pretty dismal. They let Cronulla come back. Let's check the thing. St George has had the wood over him since 1998. Played 33. Dragons have won 22. Manly have only won 11. This is a hard one. Do I tip Manly or do I tip St George? Manly need to keep winning if they want to make the finals. So they have to win this one. This is a crucial one too for them to win. I'm going to go Manly, yeah. I'm going to go Manly, the safe bet of 1-12. Not really confident. Oh shit, my voice is still gone. Still gone from fucking sad day. Because I was going crazy. Yeah, so I'm going to go Manly 1-12. So yeah. Moving on. Next one's it. Penrith versus Cronulla at Bluebet Stadium. Panthers $1.14, Sharks $5.75. I'm going to go Penrith here. I'm going to go 13 plus. I think Penrith will destroy them. They did destroy the Bulldogs, but they let them come back with 18 points. It's not good, Penrith. You shouldn't have really let them come back. You should have more or less put 50 on them, kept them to nil. But at least my team kept them to nil. You just couldn't, so. I'm going to go Penrith 13 plus. Sharks are just going down. They'll drop out of the 8. I don't care what anyone else says. They'll drop out of the 8. Yeah. And we're moving on to Sunday, the 30th of July. This one's up in Bundaberg. It's the Bulldogs versus the Dolphins. Bulldogs $2.44, Dolphins $1.56. This is a tricky one. Both teams are shit. Sorry, but that's the truth. But I'm going to go the Dolphins. I think, the Bulldogs put 18 points on Penrith, but check the ladder. The Dolphins, well, I don't know if they can still make the 8, but yeah. I don't know. But I'm going to go the Dolphins 1-12. I think they'll get the job done in Bundaberg over the Bulldogs at Sattler Oval. And then the last game of round 22 is the Gold Coast Titans up against the North Queensland Cowboys from Seabus Super Stadium in the Gold Coast. Titans $3.12, Cowboys $1.37. I think this should be a good game. Cowboys will. I'm going to go Cowboys. I'm going to go Cowboys 13 plus, yeah. I think they'll demolish the Titans. Yeah. The Roosters should have demolished them, but as the same with the Panthers, they let them come back and score. It was 18 or 16, but yeah. Now, Cowboys 13 plus, so yeah. And the Warriors have the bye, which they deserve, I think, because, yeah. So, I think that's my tips done for today. The NRLW. Let's check out that one. Even though I'm not really no tipping comp for that, but I think I got them all right. No, I actually didn't. I got one wrong. I went the Cowboys. They lost to the Titans. The Knights. They beat the Dragons convincingly. I went the Roosters. They beat the Broncos. They started off good, but I think, yeah. So I got one wrong from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got 4 out of 5. So not bad. Round 2 of the NRLW kicks off on Thursday night. The Broncos and the Titans. I think the Broncos will get this one done in the NRLW. I'm going to go 1 to 12. Yeah, Broncos NRLW team. Then we move on to Saturday, which I think is a bit crazy. Right, the Raiders are at home, but they're not up against the Knights. They're up against the Roosters. Now, wouldn't you think they look at the draw and say, hang on, all right, then before we release it, the Knights are playing Canberra, and the Canberra Raiders are hosting the Roosters. Why don't we just swap that around and put the Knights? The women deserve a standalone, their own, but you want to make it a double header because that women's game that I watched against the Parramatta Eels and West Tigers, there was hardly anyone there. There was people there, but it wasn't a big crowd. Like the Knights versus Dragons, there was a lot of people there. I was shocked. I think there was close to 10,000 people there at kick-off for the Knights Dragons game. So, to start off, they deserve to have a double header, and this one seems logistic. Let me know what you think. Raiders Knights in the men's, Raiders women in the NRLW. So this works out, but they've gone with the Roosters. So I think the Roosters will be too hard for these Raiders. It's their first year, so yeah, I'm going to go the Roosters in this one. Even though I'm not a fan of them. And I don't like Millie Boyle. Sorry, Millie, but you left my club and went to the Roosters. So, not a fan of you anymore. And then the next game, we have the Dragons up against the Parramatta Eels. I think Parramatta will bounce back from that big hiding that they copped against the Tigers. And it'll be a close one, this one, between the Dragons and the Eels. So, yeah. And then Sunday we have my Knights girls, the defending champs, versus the Cowgirls. I'm going to call them Cowgirls. They're not boys, they're Cowgirls. I think we'll be too strong for them. We'll beat them 13 plus. This is at Belmore. This is a double header. Unfortunately, I can't go to it because I'll be coming back from Canberra. Our girls will be too strong for them. I think they'll win 13 plus. Easy. Cowboys first year. They'll get a win, but not this one. And then the last game, the NRLW, sees the two new teams. Tigers versus Sharks. both last start winners. But I'm gonna go Cronulla. Cronulla on this one. I think the Tigers, they fluked it against the Eels. First win, first game, blah blah blah. Yeah. Kudos to the Tigers. Good on your win. But guess what? You're not going to win this one. I think the Sharks will get this one over here. So yeah. And that's it for the NRLW. So that's NRLW round 2 done. So yeah. So that wraps it up for my round 22 NRL Telstra Premiership men's tips and the NRLW round 2 tips. Let me know who you're going for in the men's, and if you want to let me know who you're tipping in the women's, yeah, go for it. And yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm currently over at 406 subscribers, slowly getting there. Every subscriber means a lot to me. Yeah, so enough rambling on. I'm going to get on out of here, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, stay cool, and I hope all your teams win this week. Yeah. Okay. Cheers. Bye.